I'm going to defeat you, Hakumen no Mono, with my newly reformed Beast Spear.
That's not the Beast Spear. Yeah.
Hey man, shut up.
Okay, I would have to say that this episode was really, really good. And I'm all up in your face.
I know I didn't do a review of last episode. That's because I just didn't feel like doing a review. No other reason, man. I just didn't feel like doing one. Even though last episode was brand spanking new stuff and good stuff. It showed us how Tora became Azafuze and how Hakumen no Mono became Hakumen no Mono. Like, it was really iffy last episode that I was thinking when freaking Hakumen no Mono was like Tora's fear inside his shoulder and he got birthed from Tora's fear. Like, I don't really understand that, and like Hakumen no Mono came from a distant star or something, like a comet, and then embedded himself within this baby, which was Tora, and how everybody thought Tora was cursed and stuff because Tora really couldn't die. He, like, if he got sick back in those days, if you got sick back in those days, you would die because they didn't have antibiotics and no medicine or nothing like that. You could drink some tea or eat some leaves and stuff. It's like some natural herbs, but if that don't help you out, you die and stuff. And I think Tora got sick back in those days, and he didn't eat no herbs or drink no tea or nothing, and he didn't die. And people were looking at him like, oh, okay, is this dude cursed or whatever and stuff? So Tora like was Hakumen no Mono's like embryo or something like that. I don't really understand. And like Tora built up this hatred of everybody around him because of how he was treated as a kid and stuff. So, but then he became like some type of warrior for the country he was living in. Well, he became like some type of warrior for Japan and stuff. But people still hated him. And since people still hated him, he never got over that hatred for them. And people hated him and feared him. So he never got over that hatred for them and stuff. And then once like his once they tried to kill him off or something like that because Tora started turning on them because they wanted Tora to do something that Tora didn't agree with, they tried to kill Tora, but Tora couldn't die. And like Tora's woman got killed, and then the little kid that was with Tora got killed. And Tora has so much hatred for those guys that's how come Hakumen no Mono was birthed from his freaking shoulder. And last episode was good. That was like a mini review for last episode. This episode was alright, man. And I seen a couple of people talk about this episode already, and they just say it wasn't as good as last episode. And I understand why, because most of this episode was just a lot of setup. Last episode was brand spanking new stuff with hardly any setup for any type of episode. Last episode was a flashback in towards Tora's life, and this episode was just mainly set up for the final battle and showdown and stuff. But as we saw in this episode, Tora is going in against freaking Hakumen no Mono, but it didn't do anything. And I thought that right straight, that when Tora had punched Hakumen no Mono, I thought that did something, but it didn't do nothing. It was like if you a grown man and like your baby cousin that's like 5 came and hit you in your face. Like, you'll be like, what the heck? Like, what was that? That started joke. Like, that little kid, like, it's a video of Shaq getting punched by some little kid and stuff, like, inside the NBA and stuff. It was like that, man. Like, if you was Shaq, and Shaq tried to dap up this little kid, and this little kid put his arm around Shaq, and then tried to punch him, and then punched him, and Shaq was like, what the heck? Like, that's how kind it was, man. That job was crazy. And one thing I want to discuss too is like is Hakumen no Mono, did he go through all of Japan? Like, did he completely destroy all of Japan? Because in this episode, when he said this is the northernmost point of Japan, did he come from the southernmost point of Japan, or did he come from like the middle? Where in the world did he come from? Like, I can't remember what city Ushio is originally from, or what city they was even from, or where Tora was, like what in the ocean and jump where they had him sealed up at. I don't think it was from the most southern point, but I do know and think that it was from like way down south, like in my brush. It was like, if this is all of Japan, Hakumen no Mono came from like here, like somewhere out here in the ocean. But it said like he came up to all the way here, like the northernmost point. So I'm just trying to figure out, did he go through Japan, destroying Japan this whole episode? Like, what happened with that and stuff? And how in the world, like for real, how in the world is the Beast Spear going to reform? Because you know that's going to come. You know that's going to happen. Like, they went in time and saw the beat. That yokai that can go back in time and forward in time, he saw the Beast Spear being destroyed. But he never went in time and saw the Beast Spear being reformed and stuff. And that's seemed like what's going to happen, man, with the Beast Spear flying around all of Japan, destroying those yokai that took away the memories of the yokai that took away the memories of the yokai that Hakumen no Mono sent out to the people in order for them to get rid of the memories of Ushio. And now they got their memories back and stuff, and everybody's panicking, and Hakumen no Mono created a typhoon, like a typhoon as big as Japan itself. So that was a huge typhoon. But the Beast Spear, his shards, got rid of it. And when he got rid of it, I was like, okay, you already know it's going to be reformed and stuff. So that's going to happen in the future. And one thing Mean had brought up in his review of it, and I just got finished watching his review, is that why in the world Tora didn't use like the power up that he got in that little bracelet, like all the Azafuse, like when they turned it to stone, and then that dude, one of the Azafuse that worked with Hakumen no Mono named Guren, he came over there and destroyed them, but they turned into like some type of armor for Tora. Like when Ushio got that armor from the other yokai, like all the Azafuse before Tora turned into like some armor for him, and then turned into like some bracelet that he can use. And it's like, Mia said that they saving that, and which I agree with, because he would have used it now because Tora put on his Iron Man armor. So why in the world, Ushio put on his Iron Man armor, so why in the world Tora didn't put on his Iron Man armor in this episode when he was fighting against Hakumen no Mono? Like, I know they saving it. Like, they want Tora to be as powerful as he can once the Beast Spear returns to Ushio, because that's going to happen. So I understand why they did it, but they should have just did it, man. Like, that really didn't make no sense to me in this episode and junk. And one more last thing. Well, it's probably not going to be my last thing, but one more thing. Where in the world are all the priests and monks at? Like, I know they was on that island that freaking Hakumen no Mono blasted, like that Unibeam at, but are they dead? Like, I don't think they would be dead, but what happened to them? Like, as soon as Hakumen no Mono blasted up that island, we never saw them again. And I don't know if they was on that island and Hakumen no Mono blasted up, but we never saw them again. Like, it's been 3 episodes, including this episode, that we haven't seen them. And I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if they're going to come back once Ushio reaches Hakumen no Mono. I don't know if they're going to come back and jump, but like, I don't even know how they're going to make it to the northernmost point of Japan, because all the yokai are flying. Like, they super fast, and they carrying Ushio there with them. So how are the monks and stuff going to make it to the northernest point of Japan in time to fight Hakumen no Mono for the last battle and stuff? Like, what is going to happen with that and jump, man? But yeah, that's all I got for this episode review, man. This episode was a good episode. I just wish it was a little bit more action, and a little bit more things happen than what did. It was mainly just a setup episode for the final battle, because the title for the next episode is A Promised Night. And you already know what that means. It means that this night is going to be remembered in everybody's mind as the final battle versus Hakumen no Mono, and this is where we took our stand and stuff. So yeah, man, good episode. 8 out of 10 for me. That's what I give it and jump, man. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments and all of that. If you like this video, like it. If you don't, I don't care. Just let me know. Somebody watching my stuff. What do you think is gonna happen in the next episode and stuff? Do you think that Beast Spirit is gonna get reformed? I think it is, because those shards are just flying around. But I don't know how it's gonna get reformed. That's the only thing that I'm not concerned about. Is that the word? That's the only thing I'm not worried about, is that it is gonna get reformed. But the only thing that I don't know is how it is gonna get reformed and stuff. It's gonna come back together, but what Ushio gonna find a nice pole and jump for the Beast Spirit to be put back on and stuff, or it's gonna be turned into like some sword or something, like when Hakumen no Mono first showed up, when Ushio went back in time, and Hakumen no Mono was like that concubine lady for like one of the Chinese kings and stuff, and that dude had created that sword in order to defeat Hakumen no Mono and jump. So I don't know if it's gonna turn into that or something else, man. But yeah, leave it all down in the comments and all that, man. Share this video on all social media platforms. And as always, subscribe to your boy's channel. Become a Danny Awesome fan and stuff. This is a channel where real anime fans come to talk about anime and love anime and all that, man. But yeah, that's all I got for this video, man. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like anything I had to say, again, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. I'm Danny Awesome. You're awesome. Stay awesome. Love you. Peace. One love. I'm out.